Hello, my absolutely beautiful Pisces friends, and welcome to your horoscope for January of 2023. For Pisces this month, it's so nice. As we get to the end of the month, we're going to see Venus heralding in Pisces season first, right? Venus comes in and the sun will be behind it. But before we get all to that goodness of your birthday time rolling around, we are coming into January of 2023 nice and slow. Mars is still retrograde. Mercury is retrograde. And yes, they are both coming direct this month, along with Uranus coming out of retrograde as well. But it's just a time to keep the schedule light. Keep it light, keep it easy. We're still in a very reflective time. So not only is the energy slowed down, but then as Aquarius season pulls in mid-month, it slows down even more for you because it's time to bring your last year to a close, to bring things to culmination and to rest. So there is genuinely no speed January is what I think Pisces has got. That could be like your official title, no speed January for Pisces. But it doesn't mean that things aren't getting done and that things aren't productive and there isn't good use of the energy. So let's jump in here, Pisces, and talk about what is going on and available energetically for you as we're traveling in January 2023. So first of all, as we are coming into the month on the 2nd, we see Venus entering into that energy of Aquarius. So heralding in a nice ease, a diplomacy with your 12th house space, which is interesting because Venus is an attracting in energy. So first of all, it is this signal to me that you could be making money or bringing in cash flow or relationships that are maybe a little bit unconventional, or it's like, there's a sense of independence with what you're doing in this 12th house space, but it can have a financial and a relationship benefit to you as well. And it's really that even if you're speaking about spiritual things or you're speaking about rest or rejuvenation or any of those things, there's a financial component to it. But I also think that there's this energy and there's this component of granting with ease and giving a lot of forgiveness and a lot of independence to the people around us, right? When you look over this last year of your life and what you've done and who you've been, maybe the most unconventional thing that you're doing right now, Pisces, is just granting forgiveness for an apology you never got. Maybe you're granting forgiveness to yourself for the thoughts that you had about others. Did you expect your spouse to be doing this? Did you, whatever it is, you're bringing things to an entire rest. And Venus is helping to draw that in with a bit of ease to bring some peace. It's a really lovely energy. When we get to the 6th, we've got a full moon happening at 16 degrees of Cancer, and this lights up your 5th house space. So the full moon is asking you to end something, acknowledge something, or make an adjustment. And it's in Cancerian ways, right? So about the emotional needs, you have to have this high amount of consideration for your emotional fulfillment. Are your emotional needs getting met? In the 5th house, this is also the house of self-expression, joy, pleasure, play. But children, are the emotional needs of children, your inner child being met at this time? Now the full moon is still the full moon and it's happening in its home sign of Cancer. So we could also be talking about things with romance and conception and babies and, just birthing these things that bring absolute joy into our lives. As we get to the 12th, we're going to see Mars coming out of its retrograde at 8 degrees of Gemini. And this lights up the 4th house space for you. Home, family, real estate, property, renovations, innovations to your home space. You as a parent, things with your parents, these can absolutely come up during this energy. But during the Mars retrograde time frame, which we saw Mars move into Gemini in August, but we saw the pre-retrograde shadow time start in September. Okay, so we really have had a lot of time to be reassessing the projects, reassessing home. Had you been working on a move or you wanted to move or you've been working on something with your house and during the Mars retrograde time you were able to bring it to completion and now it's like letting it rest. You got to bring everything to rest. Or did you have to learn a new strategy, make a different plan, and finally you've done it? You'll see everything, I think, come to rest, come to that full culmination as we get to March of 2023. So, just remember, you've still been in review. You've not been able to push anything forward, but around the home things, keep your eyes on what is and what has been and bring those to a solid close. And that's the best use of your energy. And enjoy it if you can. Make new friends, make new networks around your home life, okay? When we get to the 18th, we see Mercury coming direct in the energy of Capricorn. So this is your 11th house zone, which is also really fun because, again, it's another social place. You've got Venus coming into Aquarius, which is a social energy, although it's in a quiet place in your chart, you know. So if you've been feeling by yourself somewhere, now that Mercury is coming direct in Capricorn, you can go out and pick new friends, find new groupings, bring new structures, author your own new story, make decisions to network or to join up or to pick long-range goals for yourself as Mercury is here in Capricorn. So keep in mind to go back to December 12th of 2022. This is where we saw Mercury go retrograde in this Capricorn energy, okay, at 24 degrees. And now as it's direct at this 8 degrees of Capricorn, what have you seen from December 12th until now? What information, what news, what changes, what structures have you brought into your life that now you need to finish making decisions? Mercury will leave its post-retrograde shadow energy February 11th of 2023. So by then you can know full culmination, I'm done. We can make decisions moving everything forward, not just focusing on things from the past, okay? On the 20th, the sun moves into the energy of Aquarius, bringing light, heat, life, and vitality, but focus and motivation as well, followed very quickly by a new moon happening at 1 degree of Aquarius. So this is your opportunity right before birthday time, Pisces, to plant your seeds of intention, okay? Plant your seeds of rest, rejuvenation, enjoying where you're at, you know, creativity, play, dance. Make sure you're spiritually fit and well and rested. Go to ground. This is the time when you rest and get those electrolytes built up for the marathon of the next year that's going to be coming as you get to birthday time. So plant your seeds of intention very, very well for where you would like to move through 2023 in a way that is more rested and more in alignment with your own spirit. I also want to say too, if you wrestle with mental health, addiction, things in a specialized population, people in your life in a specialized population, plant your seeds of intention for the direction you'd like to see those things or the guidance you need to help you in those areas as well at this particular new moon, okay? When we get to the 22nd, we see Uranus coming direct at 14 degrees of Taurus, so lighting up this third house space. And it's interesting, because when Uranus went retrograde in Taurus, it was in May of 2022, and we'll see it out of its full retrograde cycle in May of 2023. But in this third house zone, it's literally broke down some contracts for you, Pisces, I think, you know, like boom, there's been a rut, or I couldn't make a decision, or I didn't know what to do, or I've been in Taurus, I've been holding steady for a very long time, and then boom, I make a decision and we're off. And you may have seen that, especially as we got to June and we saw Uranus August, and we saw Uranus officially take that retrograde between August and January. What big change, what big decision did you make? Especially in your third house, did you buy something? Did you sell something? Did you start learning something? Are you writing something? What happened with your siblings? Has your mind completely changed about something and you have moved forward with it? Let me know in the comment section down below what that is for you, because for many Pisces people, that will have been a really big deal and a really big change for you to make. Now, as we're going to close out this month on the 26th, we see Venus moving into the energy of Pisces. And when Venus comes into the first house, we even magnetically, we become magnetic, right? There's a charm, there's a magnetism that comes to us. So the things that you want are wanting you. Venus is exalted in Pisces, so you may actually feel a little bit more glamorous. You may feel like you are shining your best life and light forward. And where I think this is really great is take that. You know, from the 26th to February 20th, take yourself out to people, or if you make content or you do, you know, podcasts, know that you've got a particular vibration right now that just by being and speaking wellness and by being and by vibrating that outward, you may be creating space and peace and safety and sanity for people around you in a way that you don't even understand that vibration is able to work through you should you you let it, right? So it's really an awesome vibration, but also it's great if you needed to pitch a product, you wanted to do a presentation, you want to apply for a job, you want to apply for a training. This is also pretty magnetic energy to help you there as well. All right, my beautiful Pisces friends, let me know what you're getting up to as we're here in January 2023, and especially let me know what the retrograde period up till now has manifested in your life. And I look forward to seeing how it will continue to unfold as we get to February of 2023. Bye, beautiful friends.